Jamaica battered by Hurricane Melissa, as seen in this stunning drone video posted by the country's prime minister after one of the strongest Atlantic storms on record. At least 4 bodies have been recovered in St. Elizabeth Parish, according to officials. The storm is now a Category 1 storm, but the danger is not over. Right now, powerful wind bands are spreading as Melissa bears down on the Bahamas. In Haiti, at least 25 people are dead after the storm burst riverbanks. Some are still trapped in collapsed houses southwest of Port-au-Prince, according to a local official who says he's, quote, overwhelmed, as the nation also grapples with rampant gang violence. In Cuba, nearly 150,000 people are isolated, cut off by rising rivers. The Cuban president says the country suffered significant damage. Meanwhile, Jamaicans are currently assessing the destruction. Today's heat index in some areas topped 100 degrees. 77% of the island is completely without power, complicating recovery efforts. Take a listen to the mayor of the southern coastal town of Black River.
The conditions here are devastating. Catastrophic is a mild term based on what we are observing. We are unable to do any rescuing. We are unable to respond.
CNN meteorologist Derek Van Dam rode out the storm in Jamaica and tagged along with recovery crews today to see impassable roads and very slow progress.
After Hurricane Melissa, one of the strongest Atlantic hurricanes on record, whipped through Jamaica Tuesday, leaving behind a path of destruction, most of the island without power. On the ground, a muddy mess as people come out to survey the damage for the first time. Crumbling infrastructure, flooded roads, downed trees, causing major disruption and making getting aid to those most in need a very difficult task. We are literally on the front lines of the Jamaica Defense Force, ambulances, local NGOs, police, volunteers trying to clear the roadway leading into Black River, some of the what we believe is the hardest hit areas from Hurricane Melissa. It's a monumental effort to try and get aid through to this area, including medical provisions. We've seen ambulances and people coming together to push those ambulances through debris and thick mud. This effort trying to get aid and people and the help that is desperately needed into portions of Western Jamaica. People banded together. Some did whatever they could against the force of nature, like Gregory, who climbed on top of his roof to nail it down during the Category 5 hurricane.
I was looking through the window and it's so terrifying. Me have to go on my roof in the storm in a raincoat with my hammer and nail on my roof to save it.
And Damien, who watched his house fly away and dodge debris.
I watched it fly away, yeah, and it was scared. After I went outside my vehicle, the tree gonna fall on my vehicle, so I have to like run outside, move them, and and just move on.
Melissa also hit Cuba, flooding streets of Santiago and cutting off road access.
Mucho viento, mucha lluvia se inundó.
There was a lot of wind, a lot of rain. This area was flooded. Where you see now, the water reached almost knee-high.
In Haiti, Melissa's outer bands brought deadly flooding. Back in Jamaica, the road to recovery is long, but some are staying strong.
Yeah, Jamaica is a disaster right now, so we just have to pray up for the best and the good, help each one when we can help, and that's it.
Jake, we are still on the front lines of this medical aid convoy that is moving and aiming itself towards the Black River, some of the hardest hit areas of Western Jamaica. We've had pleas from the Jamaican Defense Force pleading for more hands. More people means more debris can be removed from this area. Here's one of the many ambulances that have set up in this convoy, but as you can see, we're stuck in a position because of the debris that is littered across the road, making getting the necessary aid, the medical help, the food, the provisions anything, communications as well, next to impossible to Black River, which is still a good 10 miles down the road. It is going to be a daunting task. It already has been, but what we've noticed is this humanitarian effort, everybody coming together in Jamaica, in these communities, Jake, giving and lending their hands, even pushing ambulances through mud, debris, and mudslides that we've seen here across the roads of Western Jamaica. It is a catastrophic situation.
All right, CNN meteorologist Derek Van Dam in Jamaica, thank you so much. Joining us now, the Jamaican Minister of Information, Dana Morris Dixon. Minister, what is the most urgent need for Jamaicans right now?
Thank you, Jake. There is a lot of need. We have to get access to those communities that are cut off. And there are many communities in Western Jamaica, St. Elizabeth, in Montego Bay. I know a lot of American tourists come and see beautiful Montego Bay. That has taken a big hit. And so we need to get to those marooned communities. And so having heavy equipment, having crew that can come in and assist us in getting to those areas is really very important. We also need to get food to these areas because a lot of these people are cut off and do need food supplies flown into them. And so there's a lot of need on the western side of the island.
4 bodies were recovered in St. Elizabeth. You heard the mayor of Black River say that rescue teams cannot start working because they can't even get the equipment up and running due to the flooding. How much worse is the death toll anticipated to get?
Well, we are still praying that it will not get too high, but we don't know because we've not been able to get to some of the hardest hit areas. And so we have reports from other parts of Jamaica of potential deaths, but we are not able to verify it with the police because we've not been able to get many of our emergency teams into those communities. This was a Category 5 hurricane. We kept saying before it came that it was going to be catastrophic. And we're now seeing those pictures and we're completely devastated in Jamaica, but we're doing everything that we can in order to get assistance to those communities that need it.
Your message to the more than 25,000 tourists who still are in Jamaica is, quote, there's no need to worry. When do you think it will be safe enough for them to fly out, for them to leave?
Well, the good thing is that Kingston did not get hit in the way Montego Bay or St. Elizabeth was. So the eastern part of the island was spared the worst of it. We still had lots of heavy wind and we also had a lot of rain. But we are able to now open Norman Manley International Airport, which is our major airport in Kingston. And so that opens this afternoon. And so we're very happy about that because that means that we can now land humanitarian planes that are coming in with relief products for all of those in the damaged areas. We're also working really hard to get our airport in Montego Bay back up and running. And so we believe that very soon, those tourists who do want to leave, the 25,000 of them that were on island in the hurricane, that they will soon be able to leave if they need to.
All right, our prayers are with you. Minister Dana Morris Dixon, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate all your support, all of the support from everyone internationally.